Welcome and listening to a radio station where
it's controlled chaos. Stomping the IE and the world on 1050 AM KCAA. NBC News Talk Radio.
Chaos. Oh, thank you very much, Jigga. Jesus Christ. Anyways, it is Controlled Chaos. KCAA 1050 AM, 106.5, 102.3 FM in the Inland Empire. I'm Gary Garver. Good morning. It's a Monday. Playing a little Doors. Saw Robbie Krieger Friday night at the Canyon Club. He's like 70 years old, still jamming. He played this song, by the way.
Carry me, caravan, take me away. Take me to Portugal, take me to Spain.
Well, if you're a migrant, you don't want to go to Italy. All right. Little tie-in here. Migrant rescue ship rejected by Italy, invited to dock in Spain. There's like 600 migrants that are floating around the sea.
Take me to Spanish caravan.
And Italy's rejecting them. The prime minister said, "Hey, no more immigrants, man, in our country." So they're stuck at sea with 100 children on board, and Spain is taking them in. So God bless Spain. That's where my relatives come from, the Sephardic Jews. We're Spanish Jews. So good on you, Spain. Good on you, Spain, for taking in the migrants. By the way, I'm not really dissing Italy. They've brought in like 500,000 immigrants in the last like few years. So they've had their share of immigrants coming over to Italy and settling down. But it's cool that Spain's taking them in. Anyways, I figured I'd tie the song in. It's just called tying in stuff, okay? Doesn't make any sense. Anyways, it is Controlled Chaos. See, we live good here in America, man. How'd you like to be one of these immigrants that are from the Saharan Africa? Saharan Africa, I never even heard of the place. But, I mean, via Libya, they were like rescued on a ship in Libya. I mean, this is what I'm talking about. We take our lives such for granted, man. It's amazing. Anyways, I figured I'd just tie a little Doors with the with that story. The Guru of the Ghetto, Jacob Jones, how are you? Good morning.
Yeah, man, what's going on?
I don't
Talk
know.
about these immigrants. How many immigrants you let in your house?
Well,
I wouldn't let none of mine.
Well, listen, we're a country, and we're a country of immigrants, Jigga.
Yeah. I hear all that. How many you letting in your house?
How many do I let in
If
my
the
house?
answer's zero, you can't criticize Italy.
Well, I'm not criticizing Italy. I'm just stating facts that Italy is not allowing these migrants to come on their land, and Spain's welcoming them in. That's all I'm saying. And I'm playing the song Spanish Caravan because I saw Robbie Krieger of the Doors on Friday at the Canyon Club. See how I tied it all in? See, I'm trying to produce a show here. You know what I'm saying? Trying to tie all this stuff in.
I would have put the song "Open the Door, Richard." Open the door, Richard. No, I ain't let you in.
Anyways, man, how was your weekend?
It was pretty good. I know some people that was trying to get one over the casino, and they's all in jail this morning.
So what they're trying to get one over in the casino? Like in what way? What capacity were they trying to get one over in the casino?
They were trying to cheat on the roulette wheel at the Aria Hotel. They had a pretty ingenious little scam hooked up, but I tried to warn people. You can't come and cheat the casinos. You can't cheat a cheat. Casinos are already cheating you, and so I got word one of the people got away, and got on the mega bus and was off to L.A. gone. But the other two of them is hooked up like a big screen TV.
How do you cheat at roulette? Now I've heard of counting cards down there, and there's people have actually been kicked out of the casinos or banned from the casinos for counting cards at blackjack and things like that. But how do you cheat at roulette? I don't understand that. How do you do that?
Well, they got it. There's a thing they had rigged up on a smartphone where you film when the ball comes down, goes around a little thing there, and it calculates the speed of the ball and where the picture's taken from, and it'll predict within 3 points of where that thing's going to land, and it sends a thing to your earpiece. It says 16, 21, 14, lets you know which of the three that you could pick. So then they start putting their bets.
So the ball's
and
spinning.
they showed me how it worked.
So the ball's spinning, and so they have some sort of electronic device that will let them know where the ball's going to land. And a smartphone.
They use a smartphone and they film it, as it's going, and then the smartphone makes a prediction within 3 positions of where that ball's going to land when because it measures the trajectory of the ball, the speed of the ball, and then where the ball is measured at. And it worked pretty good. They demoed it at the Red Rock. I watched it, and it was pretty good. And then they decided to pull the trigger on it on the strip, and so I guess they were doing pretty good. And then 2 of them got escorted out.
So how did they do? I mean, how did they catch them? I mean, how did they find out about this? How did the casino see it?
Well, the thing is, they didn't see the girl who had the phone. I don't think they knew how they was cheating. But the 2 guys that was making the bets both got picked up. It'd be obvious. And I told them, I said, you start betting bets and start hitting exacts. The guy comes in, puts $500 on 16 hits.
But how did they connect it all? How did they communicate with each other? How was the communication between these 3 yahoos? How did they do that?
Oh, they had a thing that looked like earpiece, like a hearing aid. But here's the problem: when you're black, don't wear a white earpiece. It makes it real obvious. And I told him this. And you laughing, but I'm serious. I told him. He said, "This. Oh, it looks like a hearing aid. I've seen a lot of hearing aids, and they don't look like that."
Yeah.
And they talk about they were gonna do good. I said, you need to do something with that because black people, I don't know, man.
Well, they had a white earpiece. They had
a
white earpiece in their ear. Both of them did, probably, right? They both had.
Yeah, both of them.
Oh, come on, man. I mean, how obvious is that? Especially if you're
winning. That's what I was saying, but they said that nobody would notice it because one guy was wearing a hat. And all this stuff. And I told him, I said, hey, man, you can't be wearing no earpieces up there gambling and start winning like that.
Yeah.
And then, we'll show you. We'll come back and hang out. Well, sure enough, calls up. She's like, I'm on the mega bus. I'm on my way back to L.A. They both got picked up.
Well, let me tell you something. I mean, that's crazy. I mean, if you start winning a lot of money, do you know how many hundreds of cameras are at the casinos along with pit bosses, security, undercover security? If you're winning big money, they know instantly, a red light goes off upstairs, saying, hey, check these cats out. They're winning over and over again. Is anything going on? And lo and behold, they got nailed. So they're in jail. How many, is it a felony or a misdemeanor, or what is it?
It's a felony, minimum 6 years.
Oh, jeez.
The only thing is they didn't catch the person with the device. That person is gone, but she didn't have none of the money. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if they're going to get a conviction, but they're obviously going to end up on the official crime bureau's list. They ain't going to be able to go to the casino. And I warn these people about this. And they were sitting here laughing and talking. We're talking about last night. Everybody was cool and laughing. But I said, hey, man, you got to put these earpieces in here. It's a white earpiece. I mean, it sticks out. Oh, it looks like a hearing aid. No, it doesn't look like a hearing aid to somebody. You winning all kinds of money, and both of y'all get matching earpieces now.
Please, they're going to be checking it out. I mean, they have such security there. That is crazy. I think they'd get away with 2 different earpieces. I mean, that's crazy, man. Well, anyways, I didn't know you could actually cheat at roulette, but lo and behold, the electronics and these smartphones and all, you can do everything with them now. You know what I mean? It's insanity. Wow, that's crazy. Well, listen, we got a lot of stories to talk about. Trump and Un are meeting. By the way, their meeting is today. Trump and Un are meeting today at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. So if you want to know all about it, you can tune into your favorite news station. Yours is Fox. Mine might be CNN. But anyways, tune in and check it out, and we'll see what happens. I mean, hopefully good things will happen. And, you know, they can meet, and maybe they'll have some sushi or something. I don't know. All right, we'll be back right after this. Hold on.
NBC Talk Radio, 1050 AM.
Are you having trouble sleeping? Are you always tired and worn out? Is it affecting your work and personal life? Well, South Pacific Sleep Lab can help you out. South Pacific Sleep Lab provides a personal study of your sleep patterns. With their trained specialists, they will diagnose your sleep habits and will give you a prognosis for getting a great relaxing night of sleep. South Pacific Sleep Lab has locations throughout Southern California, including Fontana, and will provide transportation to any of their locations at no cost to you. To find out more, give them a call at 844-SAD-5050. That's 844-SAD-5050. South Pacific Sleep Lab. Start resting easy and sleeping sound today.
Hi, I'm Phil Grady of philsgang.com. We have a 16% return since the first of the year on my video stock group. Those are stocks that I select. I put out a video 3 times a day. You just follow my instructions on those particular stocks. This is for people who just don't have time to learn. Join my gang, philsgang.com, and use the video stock group.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
This is Judge Herb Dodell, and our show is called For the People. It's available every Monday at 4 o'clock, from 4 to 5, and we'll be talking about all kinds of things pertaining to the law and how it really works from the inside as opposed to the outside. So tune in and learn all you need to know about the legal system and how it works.
I'm Jim O'Hare. I'm here to help raise awareness for CADASIL, a genetic disorder that affects 1 in 25,000 people. CADASIL can cause strokes in young adults, leading to memory loss and dementia. Patients may experience migraines with aura and mood disorders as early as 20 years old. Presently, CADASIL is being underdiagnosed and often misdiagnosed as MS or some other neurological disorder. So please visit curecadasil.org and learn more about this devastating disease and learn what you can do to help find a cure.
Harrison, how you doing? What would you be doing if you weren't an actor?
Don't know.
What's the likelihood that there will actually be one more Indiana Jones movie?
I'm delighted. I think they're great movies, and I'm looking forward to starting the next one.
You gonna do it?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Why did you turn down the role of Meathead in All in the Family?
It was a long time ago. I can't quite remember, but worked out well for other people.
Would you consider yourself a hero for helping rescue children?
No. Me and 200 other people that just didn't get mentioned somehow.
When you measure your penis, from where do you start measuring?
Hi, how are you?
Leave no listeners behind. KCAA.
Gary Garver, Jew of the... what can we say that's not going to piss him off? Never mind.
All right, it's Controlled Chaos, KCAA 1050 AM, 106.5, 102.3 FM in the Inland Empire. Gary Garver here with the Guru of the Ghetto, live in Las Vegas. Jigga Jones. And speaking of gambling, Jigga, I went over to the Santa Anita racetrack on Saturday to bet the Belmont Stakes, and we got a Triple Crown winner once again, Justify. Great horse, man. I mean, he won wire to wire at the Belmont. I had him. Now I'm wondering. Now I put up a like $5 to win ticket. Do you cash that ticket or no?
Yeah.
You would cash it. See, I'm not gonna. Yeah. See, I'm not gonna cash it. I have one. I also bet American Pharaoh, who won the Triple Crown in 2015, and I didn't cash that ticket. So it's only $5, man. I mean, these are souvenirs. These are mementos. that
I am a souvenir. I take a picture of it and frame it, and I'm give my $5.
I was, get the $5.
That's a Big Mac, man.
That's a Big Mac. All right. Well, I'm going to keep it. I'm probably going to keep it. And I was thinking about, should I make a copy of it? You know what I mean? A laminate copy, and then put it up there. Maybe I should do that. But I actually have a Kentucky Derby winning ticket from Justify too.
You should laminate copy anyway. You should make a copy of it anyway, because if you use the regular paper, it's going to yellow over time.
Yeah.
You want the thing to look good 100 years from now, so you should make a copy of it anyway.
Yeah, actually, I have my American Pharaoh ticket from 3 years ago is actually, it is yellowing. The ticket is yellowing, so that's very true. So anyways, Justify kicked ass. Love going to Santa Anita. It's so much fun. If you guys want to go out there. In fact, I think there's only like 3 weeks left, and then they go to...
they said that horse, they retire that horse after this run, after this season.
I would retire it. I mean, he's undefeated. I mean, the horse, put him out to, to stud, and then make millions and millions of dollars on his kids. You know what I mean? That's all he's just going to be having sex and eating the rest of his life and running around a beautiful field. Like, what a great life. You know what I mean? For a horse.
Wow.
I mean,
yeah, man. Tell you what, they could do some of the basketball players like that. LeBron James would miss out on that, wouldn't he?
Well,
Mr. I ain't going to the White House. You don't go to the White House if you lose anyway.
Yeah, well, I don't think the Golden State Warriors will be going to the White House either. I mean, well, anyway.
Hell no. They're from California.
Well, they didn't go last year, so. Yeah, and by the way, LeBron James looks like he might be coming to the Lakers. Rumor has it that he's already enrolled his kids into the Brentwood School District out here in Los Angeles. So if he's done that, the Lakers, can you imagine the Lakers with LeBron James? Man, we'd be an instant powerhouse once again. That would be so cool. So I'm hoping for it.
Oh, yeah, that'd be good. That'd be good for the LA team.
Yeah.
When you live in a land of losers, you need some winners to come.
Hey, we're not the land of losers. The Lakers are a dynasty. They've been winning championships for years and years and years. We've had about 4.
Oh, yeah, they've been losing too.
Yeah, well, we suck.
Break even.
Yeah, we had that guy, not Jeannie Bust, but her brother. He was a total Jim Bust.
One.
He was worthless. Yeah. He was a piece of crap. So we got rid of him.
Worthless.
We got rid of him. Put Magic Johnson back in charge, and I think we're gonna have a dynamite team next year. The Lakers.
Well, we're learning about losing out here in Vegas. The people, the Golden Knights, the people who are all upset when they lost. They got swept out by the Capitals. And it was good though, because I made some money.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
You bet against the Golden Knights. Yeah, they got beat by Washington last week.
Oh yeah, after they got beat the first time, I said, the Capitals been doing their homework. They studied these people. You know how that happens in hockey. You always get a new team that comes out. They don't know their tactics, and then there's going to be one team that's going to sit back and watch all the videos, watch all the highlight reels, and know how they work. The Capitals are that team. So I came up on $350.
Nice.
By going for the Capitals.
That's
and
good.
People, you're going to lose that money going against the Golden Knights. Okay.
Well,
they didn't lose no money.
They had a great run. I mean, they're an expansion team, and they want, they're one of the best expansion teams of all time.
We went to Ruth Chris Steakhouse and dined like fat cats.
Very nice. Well, anyways, now it's just baseball until football season starts. So there you go. But it looks like LeBron James might be coming to the Lakers, and I'll tell you right now. If we get LeBron James, in fact, what I'm going to do is they already put the odds out normally on who's going to win the championship next year or whatever. I'm going to bet the Lakers right now before they get LeBron James. I'm going to take a header and say that we're going to get LeBron James and Paul George. And if we get them, we're going to give Golden State a run for their money next year for sure. You know what I mean?
Well, you know what? I know they're opening up betting, sports betting for other states. So is that done in California?
Not yet. No, it's probably, we're always, we always got it. We got to figure out how to tax it. You know what I mean?
You want to figure out how to steal your money.
Yeah, we got to figure out how they're going to. I'm sure the legislature is going to figure out how to make money off of us and tax us and tax the sports books and things like that. But they'll be. I say by the end of the year next year. By next year, I think they'll be going. But hopefully they'll have some. Maybe they'll do some legislation before the football season. I doubt it. They're going to be slow on this. So I think by next year we should be having some sports books and some Indian casinos. So I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be very cool. Yeah,
I think that'd be a good thing. But good move,
I'll tell you, if you're a gambler, bet the Lakers right now to win the NBA championship, or at least the Western Conference. They're probably going to be 20 or 30 to 1 odds.
Western Conference first, then the NBA championship. Because other than that, if they got LeBron James on there, he's got us hardcore leftist as you can get. Perfect match for California.
Speaking of leftists, I don't know if you saw this at the Tony Awards. I didn't watch the Tony Awards, of course, last night. I watched Billions. I love that show, Billions, on Showtime. Showtime has such great shows.
Oh yeah,
man.
That's a good show, man.
Yeah,
I love Billions.
They had the finale, the season finale last night, and it was really good. If you have Showtime, watch Billions. It's a very cool show. I also like Ray Donovan. That's one of my favorite shows too. But anyways, I guess Robert De Niro was at the Tony Awards, and I guess he was going to present Bruce Springsteen or bring Bruce Springsteen out. Whatever it is, the Tony Awards. Hello, Frisco. It is what it is. Anyways, I guess speaking of leftists, Robert De Niro, I guess, dropped the F-bomb and said F Trump right on stage, and they went wild. I've got audio of it, but I couldn't bleep out the F word, so I'll have to play it tomorrow or the next day. But yeah, so talking about leftists, Robert De Niro said F Trump twice on the Tony Awards, so it's like gone viral. That video's gone viral.
Robert De Niro's big friends with Harvey Weinstein, so scumbags run together. He may be a great actor, but personally, he's not a good person.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know if he is or isn't. I'm just sort of this political whole circus is crazy. I mean, the economy's doing well. Trump's in Singapore right now. He's going to meet with Kim Jong-un today, 6 p.m. Pacific, so tune into your TVs. I'm sure all the news channels will be covering that. Who knows? I mean, maybe Trump can cut a deal with this guy. Trump's shaking things up. How do you feel about this whole thing with Trump and Un and what he's doing?
I will say I'm amazed. When he said he would be able to get this dude to reverse his plans on nuclear power, I said he was smoking crack. But you look at it now, and he's done exactly what he said. Black unemployment is down to a low that I've never seen in my lifetime. So obviously, there was these clips where they talk about, Buckley was talking about, he said he's going to make new deals. These jobs aren't going to come back to Detroit, but they are coming back to Detroit. So I guess we've needed a businessman in office for a long time. Trump is an a-hole, which everybody knows.
Right.
He's never been a likable guy, but he's always been a good businessman. The dude can go broke and come back on top, within 2 years. You don't see that too much. So, yeah, in a businessman sense, the guy knows what he's doing. He's kept every word he says. But in the world of politics, he's got a lot to learn. He's not a politician by any means, anywhere short of it. No. So, yeah, all these business successes he has are great, but you're going to see the country is suffering in such a different way because diplomacy is gone. When you get a dude that says, do what I say or hit the highway, that only lasts so long.
Well, listen, speaking of that,
what arena you're in.
Yeah, speaking of that, there's a story about his White House and how everybody is burned out and wants to split. In fact, John Kelly, the president's chief of staff, is ready to leave. He can't take it anymore. He says it's a complete nightmare to work there, and it's terrible. I mean, you've worked at terrible places before. I mean, you don't want to be there. You hate going in. I mean, if you're working at a crappy job or you hate your boss or whatever.
It only lasts for so long. I mean, and it's true. Yeah, we did need somebody in there to crack the whip. But a slave is only a slave until he finds out his mind is free.
Right. Exactly.
That's what it is.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
that goes for Democrat Party too, but under Trump, you're looking at it saying, hey, do what I say and hit the highway. That don't last too long. Everybody knows you guys work that job where that boss has pushed you so far that you said, F my bills, F whatever I got to do, I'm walking out of here. And this is the dude that'll push you to that limit.
Yeah, no, totally, man. I mean, people are just completely burned out from working in the White House. They're exhausted. They're looking to but Trump's digging this. He loves this stuff. He loves conflict. I mean, even Steve Bannon said that Trump loves this.
Conflict. He thrives in it. And that's where the Democrats are going to have to figure it out. The Maxine Waters and people like that, they're pumping this dude up. They think that every time they down-talk him, if that's going to get to him, that just makes him more emboldened and he does more of what he's going to do. So, Democrats haven't figured it out. They're not going to. They're too busy smelling their own farts.
Yeah.
They think that they're so important and so on top of things, but they have no clue. So eventually this flame will burn out, and you will see all of his accomplishments. He's done a lot of things. He really has. You know, as
Totally. I
president,
mean,
he has.
listen. I mean,
But
go ahead.
he's also urinated in your cornflakes.
Yeah.
At the same time, you may have a plate, you may have a table full of food, but half of it is unedible.
Yeah, you don't want to eat it. You know what I mean? No, it's crazy. I mean, and by the way, the country is just getting more and more divided. It's not getting closer together. We're getting more and more divided because, I mean, as you know, the Robert De Niro's of the world and people, you know,
CNN.
and CNN and all these other cats start saying this stuff. And then Trump, then they turn around and his supporters go, well, look what Trump's doing. The economy's kicking ass. Unemployment rate is the lowest it's ever been in like 20 years. And he's meeting with Kim Jong-un to stop the nuclear war. So, I mean, they're going to say, you know, Trump supporters are going to say, I mean, Trump's doing a great job and you guys are just a bunch of a-holes. You know what I mean? Saying things.
And they'll be right.
Well, I mean, you know, in the second
broken clock is right 2 times a day.
Yeah, exactly.
So it doesn't mean that's the way you're supposed to do it.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is that he is doing good things. I mean, if he can cut a deal with North Korea, it'll be on par with like Reagan and Gorbachev. You know, when he got the wall torn down from East Berlin. Nixon and Mao Zedong, you know, meeting with China. You know, Nixon meeting with China. I mean, he's doing great things. So, I mean, it's crazy. If he can cut a deal with this guy, I think he's going to cut a deal. I think Kim Jong-un.
Oh, yeah. I think it's going to work out good. I'm just telling you, at the end of this thing, somebody's going to have to pick up the pieces of glass, and they're not going to have gloves to do it.
Yeah.
You know, and if you don't do something to fix the politically correct climate that's going on, nobody's going to ever be able to pick up these pieces. But somebody's going to have to come in like a Teddy Roosevelt and say, hey, your feelings got hurt? Ask yourself the question, were you right or you wrong? Were you right? Were you wrong? If you're wrong, shut your mouth, pick up the pieces of glass, and let's roll on. All this stuff of don't say this, don't say that, that has to stop. It has to stop because that's the thing that's tearing the country apart.
Well,
you know, you get people like CNN and say, oh, he said this, which means something racist. It means this, it means that. And then you get these other people that say, hey, you know, we want to hear the truth. You got to decide, do you want to hear the truth or you want to continue to be lied to as a people? When we say, hey, we're ready to hear the truth, okay, this guy's retarded, this guy's a moron, this guy's an a-hole. And then you'll be fine. But until then, everybody says, oh, this guy, I don't like him. Oh, this guy's undesirable. Oh, this guy's deplorable. Okay, if you can't tell the truth, then this is never going to get fixed.
Yeah. Well, hey, listen, man, the bottom line is that, the midterm elections are coming up in November. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't think anybody has any prediction. I mean, a lot of people normally, when a president goes through their midterm elections, no matter how good they're doing, their party gets slaughtered, and they lose a lot of seats in the House of Representatives and the Senate. But this Trump factor, I mean, nobody thought he was going to win in the first place. Who knows what's going to happen, man? I mean, his base is so into him. I mean, they are like fanatical, man. And I don't know. I mean, they're going to turn out. The Democrats better turn out, and the Independents better turn out in force.
And you're right. And the problem with that is this: these politicians have lied for so long that you get a guy that tells the truth, even halfway, people cling to that like a magnet.
Yeah.
This guy told the truth. Yes. These people are crooks. Yeah. These people are a-holes. These people can't be trusted. Yeah. Everybody knows this. And so then they cling to this dude, and now the Democrats, like you got Maxine Waters, she lies so much she doesn't even know when she's telling the truth. She's crazy.
Yeah,
and the problem is when somebody looks at what she says, it's the people in my district are glad I'm there. You find me 3 people in South Central LA that like her or even know who she is. They don't. They recognize the name, they check the box.
Yeah.
They don't know.
Well,
they don't know nothing.
That's what they do.
That's the bad part about it.
That's what people do.
You find people in her district, they can tell you every basketball player on the Lakers, every football player from here and there. Who is your Congress district person? They have no idea.
I hear you, man. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't really know who's my congressional district person in Woodland Hills. I hate to say that, but I don't know who it is. I mean, I think it's Richard Blumenthal, but I can't be sure. So, I mean, I don't blame it. Listen, man, I mean, that's how they get elected, because they sort of like it's sort of like this invisible person that's representing you. They don't really come out at night. You don't hear about them.
It's true, man. You're right. That's what it is.
I know. Well, listen, we got to take a break. It is Controlled Chaos, KCAA 1050 on 106.5, 102.3 FM in the Inland Empire. I'm Gary Garver here with the guru of the ghetto, Jigga Jones. We got a couple other stories. Kellen Winslow, an ex-NFL football star, got arrested for walking into a mobile home place, and supposedly he said he lost his dog, but it was a big misunderstanding. He said he was house hunting, but he got arrested. Also, Vince Vaughn got arrested for a DUI. Woohoo! He was such an. I got an interview with Vince Vaughn. Maybe I'll play it today, but he was such an a-hole to me. So good on Vince Vaughn for getting a DUI. All right, we'll be back after this.
Controlled chaos. Gary Garver and Jigga Jones are out of their flipping minds.
It only works if all the little cogs mesh.
10:50 a.m. KCAA.
This is Jigga Jones. If you missed any part of the show, go back and check it out on iHeartRadio.
This is Gary Garver, and I've written a book called Radio Blows. It's all about my career in the radio business, my time with the Howard Stern Show, and celebrity interviews, my top 10 cool celebrities and my top 10 uncool celebrities. Here's a sample of a couple cool ones and a couple uncool ones.
Make a citizen's arrest on me? Yeah, I'm gonna take this stuff here.
Yeah?
All right, I'm holding you. Call, get the marshal.
Get the marshal?
We'll see who's wrong. We'll see who's wrong.
Get the marshal right now?
We'll see who's wrong.
Are you one of the scary morning people who are going to ask horrible things? You got that look. Are you?
Do I have that look?
You do. You got the look like, watch me do something I would have in second grade.
If you're forced into gay sex, who would you choose? I don't get forced into anything.
Thanks a lot, Jack.
If you're on a desert island and you had a choice of making love to Pamela Lee or Janet Reno, who would you choose?
That's a question I don't want to answer because my wife might be listening to the show.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Okay, Radio Blows, available now on Amazon, Amazon.com, and Kindle. Radio Blows. If you want to get in the radio business or find out the inner workings of radio, it's a must-read book.
Hi, I'm Phil Graney, philsgang.com. We have a 16% return since the first of the year on my video stock group. Those are stocks that I select. I put out a video 3 times a day. You just follow my instructions on those particular stocks. This is for people who just don't have time to learn. Join my gang, philsgang.com, and use the video stock group.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
Are you having trouble sleeping? Are you always tired and worn out? Is it affecting your work and personal life? Well, South Pacific Sleep Lab can help you out. South Pacific Sleep Lab provides a personal study of your sleep patterns. With their trained specialists, they will diagnose your sleep habits and will give you a prognosis for getting a great relaxing night of sleep. South Pacific Sleep Lab has locations throughout Southern California, including Fontana, and will provide transportation to any of their locations at no cost to you. To find out more, give them a call at 844-SAD-5050. That's 844-SAD-5050. South Pacific Sleep Lab. Start resting easy and sleeping sound today.
What's the worst thing a coach has ever said to you?
Worst thing, that I was too small to play basketball. Really? Yeah.
He was wrong about that. Huh?
Exactly. Tell him. If you watching, you was wrong.
Would you be okay with getting naked in front of a gay athlete?
What kind of question is that? What?
Just curious.
I'm not messing with that one.
How many groupies have you been with?
Me? 0. I don't do
0?
I don't do that. I got a girlfriend.
Does it upset you that there are so few black football and basketball coaches?
No comment, man. Take it easy, boy.
This is the Gary Garver Show. If you're not listening to Gary, you.
All right, it is Controlled Chaos, KCAA 1050 AM, 106.5, 102.3 FM in the Inland Empire. I'm Gary Garver, here with the guru of the ghetto, Jigga Jones. And Jigga, Vince Vaughn. Are you a fan of Vince Vaughn? Do you like Vince Vaughn?
Not really.
Yeah, well, I interviewed him a few years ago, and he was just a complete a-hole to me. I mean, it was about a 10-second interview. I'll play it. Maybe I'll play it on tomorrow's show or Wednesday's show. But he was a complete jerk off and didn't even allow me to ask him any questions. I thought he was cool. I thought he would be a cool dude. It was at a celebrity poker tournament, so it was a fun event. And I saw him, and I walked up to him. He's just like, rah, 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 and then walked away from me. Anyways, he got busted for a DWI and resisting arrest. Okay, check this out. Vince Vaughn was arrested in Hermosa Beach early Sunday morning. The Manhattan Beach Police Department confirmed to the Hollywood Reporter. At 1 a.m., Vaughn was stopped at a DUI checkpoint in Hermosa Beach. Now, let me ask you something. If you're drunk and you've been drinking, wouldn't you try to avoid a DUI checkpoint, right?
Hard to do in Hermosa Beach because you got all them like single streets.
That's true.
There's no street to turn off on.
But you know what you do? You get out of your car and you walk. You don't even, I mean, that's what you do. I mean, I remember, in Palm Springs and.
You're talking about smart people. Vince Vaughn doesn't strike me as a smart person.
Yeah, he's a dopey, he's a dopey a-hole. Anyways, yeah. So I mean, I've actually avoided DUI checkpoints in Palm Springs. I mean, I don't drink and drive at all, ever, but I usually do have a couple beers. And that even makes me paranoid a little bit, especially when I see it.
The rule is, if they stop you and you BD have been drinking, that could be a DUI even if you're under the limit. So go to beforedriving.com and check out whenever you've been out there, and you can find where all the checkpoints are.
Yeah, no, I dig it. So you're right. What's the website called for checkpoints?
Beforedriving.com.
Beforedriving.com. That's a very cool website. I'm gonna have to get that. First of all, I gotta get a new phone. I'm gonna get a smartphone this week. I really think I'm gonna do it. I really believe I'm gonna do it. So.
One of us.
I'm gonna become one of you. One of you.
Put on to the smartphone. I'm getting rid of.
Well, I need it for Facebook Live because I want people to be able to make comments and ask me questions during the show. I want it for Uber so I don't drink and drive. When I want to go out and drink, I don't. I mean, I can drink heavy and not have to worry about driving if I want to go out there and party. And what was the other reason? I forgot. Oh, taking pictures. I need to take pictures because on the flip phone, these pictures are so terrible. You can't even see anything. So, I mean, they're all blurry. So I am going to do that. But, yeah, I mean, wouldn't you avoid the – I mean, if you're Vince Vaughn, wouldn't you – I bet you thought because he was –
First of all, if I had that kind of money, I would have a driver.
Right.
That dude got – I mean, this is what happened with celebrities today. They don't have class. Dudes like Bob Hope had a driver.
Right.
Bob Hope would get plastered going to NBC. But you never saw him get behind the wheel because he's a driver.
Yeah, you're right.
Carson would be effed up coming out of the show at the end of the show, but he never drove.
Don't you think like Vince Vaughn was so cocky probably Saturday night, early Sunday morning that he thought he could just I'm Vince Vaughn. Just let me through. That's what he probably thought. He thought he was just Mr. High and Mighty. Anyways,
I'm sure he did.
He got stopped.
That's how those people come down and have the mighty have fallen down lower than the whale crap in the Mariana Trench.
Exactly. And anyways, Vaughn was arrested and charged with DWI and resisting arrest, while his passenger was also arrested and charged with public intoxication.
Well, he can fight the resisting arrest thing because he was drunk. You can't be you can't be held accountable for things you do when you're drunk.
But I hope there's video of this because he says, don't you know? All these celebrities when they get nailed go, don't you know who I am? I'm Vince Vaughn. Don't you know who I am?
Say good. That way I don't need your ID. I just fill out your ticket and your arrest thing already without your ID.
Yeah, and you got to look at his mugshot. He looks like a complete moron. He looks goofy.
Doesn't look any different than he normally looks, like a moron.
So anyways, I'll play the interview another day. I'm not going to play it today. I'll play it later on in the week. Also, a woman was arrested. Check this out, man. This is. I mean, I don't know, man. Did you love your was your grandmother like the best person on planet Earth? I mean, or not?
Oh, for sure.
Right?
For sure.
All right.
Yeah.
Mine was too. I love my grandmother. She just taught me so many magical things about life. We used to pick 4-leaf clovers, and she was the best cook on planet Earth. And we used to go to Knott's Berry Farm and the Pike in Long Beach and just had such great times. I have such great memories of my grandmother, laughing, watching Groucho Marx on You Bet Your Life. I mean, there's so many.
Yeah.
Remember that? Say the secret word and get $1 million.
Yeah.
Say the secret word and get $100. Anyways, I love that show. Anyways, check this out. Okay, woman arrested for transporting children in pet kennels. This is no joke. Authorities say a Memphis woman was arrested after video showed her transporting her two grandchildren in pet kennels. Limon Cheek, 62, was arrested and charged Saturday with 2 counts of child endangerment, the Memphis Police Department said. They said she admitted to driving from Whitehaven to Coralville with her 2 grandchildren who sat in kennels in the back of her truck. The children, ages 8 and 9, told police the kennels were very hot Saturday. They said check this out, Jigga. They said their grandmother told them to sit in the kennels because there was no room in the truck. In the truck.
Oh, okay. Well, she was looking out for their safety then. Because you put your animals in the kennels so they don't fall out. So that makes sense. If they didn't have no more seatbelts, you put them in the kennels. That makes a lot of sense.
I mean, what the hell? I mean, what the hell was she thinking, man? I mean, there's evilness.
Well,
I mean, what?
No. Now this story sounds like just a socioeconomic tale. You got a vehicle that don't got enough seats, and you got all these kids, but you do have some kennels. You put them in the back so they're safe in the kennels. That makes a lot of sense to me.
Oh, Jesus. Will you stop? Will you just stop, man? Come on, man. Come on. I mean, give me a break.
Would you rather them riding around loose in the back of the truck? Probably not.
Hey, listen, you know what? You don't put the kids in the kennels, man. You don't put kids in dog kennels. Okay, I don't care what you're thinking.
If there was no dogs in it, it's not a dog kennel. It's a kid kennel.
Jesus Christ! Come on, man. Give me a break. All right, stop. All right. I know my grandmother would stick me in a dog kennel. I just know that would not happen.
You know, back in the day when we were kids, you could ride in the back of a pickup truck and nobody cared about it. It was cool. Nowadays, you can't do that.
You're right.
You got to sneak them by put kids in the trunk. You put them in a kid kennel. Yeah, okay, whatever.
Those are the best days, man. Because my buddy who coached baseball, in fact, it was in fact my friend Gus Bracamonte. He just had a grandkid over the weekend. God bless him. He's my. We go out and watch the football games. We always meet at the Sagebrush Canteen in Calabasas 2 or 3 times during the football season. He's one of my oldest friends. I've known him for. We're next door neighbors. I've known him for, 50 years. I hate to say that because he's probably about 45 years because he's around 48 or 49. Anyways, his dad used to coach baseball, but he had this big blue old Ford truck. Remember those big heavy-duty Ford trucks back in the day?
Yeah, like the Ford Apache.
Yeah, it was really heavy-duty. But so he used to take all the kids, because he coached baseball. So when we'd go out there for pizza or whatever, we used to go to the Dodger games.
Everybody jumped to the back of the truck. They don't allow that no more, man. But see, that's the thing. That's the thing that now you got to sneak the kids. So you got to hide them in the kennel, and you still get in trouble.
Yeah, but you're right, because you used to be able to put we would just all jump in the back and hang out, and we'd be, of course, I mean, it was just so much fun to ride in the back of the truck and hang out and screw around. It was fun. I mean, we didn't screw around too much.
How do you move around a whole baseball team full of kids nowadays? You can't just take one truck.
You're right.
I get it. So maybe it's not as sinister as it sounds. Put the people in the kennel. They weren't probably locked in there. I mean, they weren't, but the thing is, people don't want to hear about kids in no kennel because, all the social justice warriors start jumping up and going, "Ooh, these kids were dehumanized."
Well,
oh my God. Probably wasn't there. Probably didn't have no other way to transport them.
But why would she say, there was no room in the trunk, for Christ's sake? I mean, she had to have a back seat. There's no, I mean, I don't know. It just sounds, it just is wacky. I just say, you don't put kids in dog kennels.
You got 4 seats. You got the 2 front, 2 back, and if you got the back, that's got to be, you got to hide it.
I can't debate this with you because there's no I mean, let's just say, hey, Grandma put us in the dog kennels, man. I mean, come on, man.
It doesn't sound good, but it does. But there is an explanation. It could not be a sinister factor. Not everything has to be sinister. Right. It doesn't always have to be a bad guy.
All right, maybe she didn't mean to do it. Maybe she's trying to do the right thing, but it
trying
just
to sneak them.
All right, well, it sounds bad. I'll say it.
It sounds bad. You put them in a dog kennel, people, oh my God.
At the best, it sounds bad. Okay, at the best, it sounds bad.
And I bet if they asked her, they probably asked her, since, I got 4 seats, I got 8 kids. I'm not gonna move them around.
I was just trying to.
You can't trust the kids to sit in the back of the thing and not poke their heads up, because the first thing they do, poke their head up, look out the back window, and you get arrested.
I hear you. Okay, all right, we'll give her the benefit of the doubt, but I don't know. We'll see if she.
Until we find out she's a scumbag, she says, "Hey, I put the kids in there because they're animals." Okay, now you're a scumbag. We're done.
I'm just saying, if my kids came up and say, "Hey, Dad, Grandma put us in dog kennels. How was the ride? How was the ride down?" oh, well, she put us in dog kennels. It was great. It was a little hot, but it was great. She did give us a little water, though. You know what I mean?
And the kids probably had a good time. You know how kids like to do stupid stuff.
Oh,
Sit in the cardboard box, hide in small places, play hide and go seek in the refrigerator.
All right,
kids
man.
do weird stuff, man.
Okay, I dig it, but that
they
is.
probably asked to be put in
Oh
there.
yeah, I'm sure they did. Yes, Jig, I'm sure they did. Woof, woof, woof. They were making barking sounds while they're going down there. They were barking down the whole way. All right, hey, this is crazy. Do you have any Bitcoin or anything like that? Do you have any cryptocurrency at all? Good.
No, I don't have no money yet, no Bitcoin.
Good. Well, I don't get this whole cryptocurrency. If I can't see my money, I don't want to have some sort of imaginary money floating in space. You know what I mean? That I can't actually grab and get out right away. You know what I mean? I want to be able to get my money
now,
out.
you just don't know it.
What?
You got that now, you just don't know it.
Oh, I can get my money out of Wells Fargo anytime I want, man. What are you talking about?
Oh, yeah, if they have a bank holiday and they shut the bank down, you can't get your money out.
Well, I could go
That's what they do in Europe.
I could go to the ATM and get a few $100 out. But anyway, check this out. Billions in cryptocurrency wiped out after hack. Okay, so Bitcoin lost 7% of its value after South Korea's Conrail. Conrail. I meant CoinRail. Maybe it should be called Conrail. Was hacked by cyber thieves. Have you ever thought of it? Because you're a thief and you like to break into places and cars and houses. Yeah. But did you ever try to do cyber thievery at all? You ever thought about that?
That's more white collar criminal, white people crime. They love to do that. They get in there and start hacking and stuff like that. But yeah, the Bitcoin is an all computerized currency, where you get it. And this is where you got to watch out for these people that say they want to ban change, pocket change, and put it all online. You got to fight that, because once they're able to do that, you could have $100 in the bank, let's say for instance, and then you wake up the next morning and have zero, and you can't prove you got nothing.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And that's where you got to watch all this. Putting all your money in the bank and all this stuff. I don't believe these people. These people got too much money to care about you.
Well, listen, I checked my bank account.
Bitcoin or Bank of America, I wouldn't trust none of them.
Well, I don't trust. The banks have screwed me over big time. I don't want to get into it, but yeah, they gave me loans, and then they said, oh, it's a fixed rate. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden,
it was fixed, all right.
It was fixed, and then it's been raising and raising and rising, and it's a variable rate. But they said, oh no, we didn't say that. But the person that told me that sold me the bill of goods told me, oh yeah, it's a fixed rate, because I especially, I'm gonna say Chase for sure. They have my mortgage on my place in Palm Springs.
Well, remember this: if you don't buy a refurbished TV, you don't get a fixed rate, because that means it was broken when it started.
That is very true. Anyways, Bitcoin lost 7% of its value. $30 billion were wiped out in 7 hours in cryptocurrency. $30 billion wiped out in 7 hours. And Bitcoin is now trading at about $6.75, around half the price of which it started this year. So it's already gone down half. Its value has gone lost. It's lost like what? Well, over 50% of its value. So if you get cryptocurrency, I don't buy into the cryptocurrency, man. I don't get the whole thing with the cryptocurrency. I wouldn't get that. I mean, I that's crazy, But people swear by it, and I say, hey, how do you get your money out of there? Oh well,
just like you do an ATM, people do it the same way. Some of the banks will let you process Bitcoin, stuff like that. Especially down here at the airport here in McCarran in Las Vegas, they've got a special ATM just for Bitcoin.
Really? All right.
Yeah, man.
All right. Well, there you
come
go.
out. There's a blue and yellow ATM when you come out of McCarran Airport coming into Vegas, and that's a Bitcoin ATM slot. So they have that, for people that believe in it. But here's the thing, man. When in any kind of currency, remember people trading Japanese yen like it was the thing to do. Remember that back in the day? I had to give me some yen. And it was great until the Japanese economy crashed. Then it wasn't worth nothing. So
who doesn't like yen?
It's the same thing.
Everybody likes a little yen every now and then. I don't know. I just find it. And then finally, before we run, I didn't really talk about this on Friday, but Anthony Bourdain committed suicide. And then, it was so crazy because, a couple days before that, Kate Spade, I guess fashion designer Kate Spade committed suicide. Anthony Bourdain had that show, Parts Unknown. He was a celebrity chef.
Yeah, it was a good show. It was on your Communist News Network.
Yeah, your favorite network, CNN. So, but the crazy thing is that I don't understand why these people do this. They have kids. They have millions of dollars. They got the life of Riley. They really got the life, life by the balls. Why did they do that? I mean, have you tried to figure this out at all, Jigga? Have you thought about it? Why?
I haven't, and we've talked about this before.
Yeah,
suicide is a very, very selfish thing to do. At least if you're thinking about suicide, go talk to a friend.
Yeah.
And tell that friend, hey, is there somebody in your life that you would like to see gone tomorrow? Kill that person, then kill yourself. At least you can say you did something for your friends before you stepped out.
Oh, Jesus. Well, listen, suicide rates have I'll tell you, man, your twisted views or something. All right, suicide rates have increased by an average of 25% since 1999. They've by more than 25% since 1999. So suicide rates have gone up by 25% in the last 20 years. Veterans, and we've talked about this, about the veterans. Yeah. Suicides by veterans, 22 a day. 22 veterans a day commit suicide. Now,
technically, 22.3 is the current number from the Secretary of Veterans Affairs as of the beginning of this month.
Yeah. Well, listen. You know what? I can't say I understand committing suicide at any point in your life because
I can for the veteran standpoints because they go over to other countries fighting for freedom, fighting for perpetuation of the freedom here. They come back here and find this place oppressed. They can't get a job. The taxes are high, and they start asking themselves, I shot all these people overseas to perpetuate freedom. I come back here and I don't have any. What am I doing with my life? And that's where a lot of that starts off at. So we can increase freedom at home and decrease suicide by just, hey, let people go back to the way it was. Let people keep the money that they earn when they go to a job. Let people earn the money, keep their money, so people don't feel like they're working or they're dying for nothing.
Yeah, well, no, the veteran thing, man. I mean, I don't understand suicide at all, but I can get where they're coming from because they come back to a totally different world and they feel left alone and isolated.
I don't come back on your bills. You got to fight to get all your bills. Now, when you go over overseas, they're supposed to stop all of your collections and all that crap. But they tell you when you come back, everything just resumes right there. Boom, you're coming back behind the 8 ball.
Yeah.
And we need to fix that.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't understand like an Anthony Bourdain or a Kate Spade who've got millions of
dollars.
All
the money in the world.
You got. Listen, you got kids. He had like a 9-year-old girl.
9-year-old kid.
Yeah, I mean, Kate Spade had a teenage daughter. They're both happily in relationships, and they go off and do that. That is just that's weird, man. I mean, it's just sort of strange. I mean, Chris Cornell last year of Soundgarden did the same thing, hung himself. The dude from Linkin Park did himself in last year. I don't understand. And they got the world by the balls. I mean, they're successful. I don't understand that. There's got to be some sort of weird mechanism, trigger. I don't. Does evil just creep in at 1 second? And by the way, even if you're thinking about suicide, please don't do it. I mean, things change.
Call a suicide hotline. Call a friend. Call somebody. Sit down with a bottle of Captain Morgan's. You'll feel better.
Exactly. Smoke some weed. It's 1-800 if you're thinking about committing suicide or you want to talk to somebody, regardless if you're just feeling depressed or down. 1-800-273-TALK. That's 1-800-273-TALK. Go out and talk to somebody because let me tell you something. I mean, once you do that, it's final. I mean, and things change in life so quickly. Life is a roller coaster, man. You're gonna have your ups and downs, but you gotta go for the ride, man. This is the only time we got. This is it. So, anyways, Jigga, great show. If somebody wants to get a hold of you, where do they go?
Thanks for bringing that up, Gary. That's a public service that's wonderful about the show.
Well, thanks, man. Well, if somebody wants to get a hold of you, or if somebody wants to talk to you, or get a hold of you, where do they go? If they want to get a few laughs. Or
they go to JiggaJones.com. Find out they're not as big a loser as I am.
Oh, you're not a loser. Stop. All right, listen. Have a great day. Jigga, you want to call in tomorrow? Feel like it?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. All right, cool. All right, we'll talk to you tomorrow. All right, it is Control Chaos, KCAA, 1050 AM, 106.5, 102.3 FM in the Inland Empire. Gary Garver here, leaving you with a little Robbie Krieger in the Doors. Changeling. Because everything changes, man. Hang in. Hang on and hang in.
KCAA Loma Linda, 1050 AM, 106.5 FM, and now 102.3 FM.
I'm Jessica Ettinger, CNBC. Investors are waiting for information that will